Hi, I'm Devin, and today's video is a recap of the 2022 Cleveland Auto Show. This will highlight some of my favorite models I saw at the show, along with my thoughts on each. There will be timestamps in the description to quickly get to any particular manufacturer I cover. It was awesome to be back at the IX Center after not having an auto show last year due to the COVID-19 pandemic. Feel free to leave any thoughts or suggestions in the comment section below. I hope you all enjoy. First up is Acura, with their new MDX. This Apex Blue Pearl model is the Type S trim, which is the fastest SUV Honda has made, featuring a 355 horsepower 3-liter turbocharged V6. This family crossover looks stunning with its signature Acura design language. The NSX, going away after this year, is still one of the most impressive performance cars on the road, and the bright paint options really make its shape pop. It's so cool to see the company really polishing their product line and making such great new models. Audi brought two all-new e-tron GTs to the show, this one being the RS model. This sports sedan looks great, sitting so low to the ground on the same platform as Porsche's Taycan. Both cars were locked, but the car has one of Audi's best interiors, blending futuristic design, sporty materials, and functional buttons and infotainment system. Chevy brought the new C8 Corvette Z06, which I feel makes many better design decisions than the base Stingray, such as the centered quad exhaust system and front grille shape. Mechanical differences include the LT6 V8, a flat-plane crank design that allows for faster and higher revs than the traditional cross-plane GM big blocks the Corvette normally features. The snappy Tremec dual-clutch transmission and fantastic interior, both really bringing America's sports car into the 21st century supercar category, remain the same. The Silverado EV, the brand's first mainstream all-electric pickup, blends unique design reminiscent of the retired Avalanche and helpful utility features like the removable midgate and multi-flex tailgate with a built-in step to offer more than other new rivals like the F-150 Lightning. The truck rides on GM's Ultium skateboard-style platform, which is said to underpin many future EV models. While I think the interior looks great on the auto show floor, I'm interested to see how the white leather-free seats hold up with everyday use. This next model is the Suburban RST. I like the sporty, chrome-free trim level, and this one having the fuel-efficient Duramax diesel powertrain makes it a unique option in the traditional truck platform SUV segment. The Suburban, 15 inches longer than the smaller Tahoe, has plenty of room in all three rows and in the cargo space behind the rear seats. I was also impressed by the new Android Automotive-based infotainment system, which has Google Maps and the Play Store built right in. That way you can download many of the same great apps from your phone, and GM can send out over-the-air updates to each of their cars. On to Ford, I was not the most impressed with the new full-size Bronco. After so much hype and anticipation, I feel Ford missed the mark in many ways. The SUV is quite expensive, including costing more than the Jeep Wrangler for most equivalent trim levels. Both EcoBoost powertrains sounded quite coarse, even on this quite short test ride, and interior fit and finish was not up to the Wrangler's quality. While the Bronco does have some unique off-road features over the Wrangler, like trail turn assist and a disconnectable sway bar that functions even when the suspension is articulated, I don't think these can justify the price difference, especially since many EV competitors like Rivian and GMC with the Hummer, albeit with higher MSRPs, offer similar functionality. I also do not like the way the grab handles are laid out for the passenger seat. The door one is very thin and did not fit my hand well, and I do not think the better sized ones on the side of the center console and dashboard are placed where someone would instinctively reach for them. Overall, I was quite let down by what should have been Ford's hottest product. I was actually much more impressed with the smaller Bronco Sport, which I feel has taken over the Escape's role as Ford's best small crossover. While the price is slightly high and rear legroom is not the car's strong suit, front interior room is excellent, the cargo space is really good, and the build quality felt better than the full-size Bronco. I think the off-road capability and boxy design speak exactly to what most crossover shoppers want, and I have even heard good things about the base 3-cylinder EcoBoost engine. This Badlands model comes with the more preferred 2-liter 4-cylinder standard. I also quite liked the updated for 2022 Expedition. The interior now matches the F-150's design, and this fully loaded Platinum model has the same 15.5-inch screen out of the Mach-E. The Expedition also borrows the F-150's zone lighting feature that turns on the white LEDs in the headlights, taillights, and side mirrors to illuminate the surrounding area. Quickly covering the F-150 Lightning, I really liked that Ford didn't do what GM did with the Silverado EV, and the Lightning looks just like a regular internal combustion F-150. I also really appreciate the huge frunk and built-in generator, all details that most traditional truck buyers will really love. Continuing with electric Fords, the Mustang Mach-E is actually quite a great product, name and horse badges aside. The exterior is relatively plain and inoffensive, but the interior is one of the most premium looking and feeling Ford has ever made, even better than several Lincoln models. Features I initially thought would be huge gimmicks, like the electronic door releases and the comically huge volume dial, actually add to the luxury feel and help the Mach-E stand out from similarly priced crossovers, EV and internal combustion. Ford had quite a few winners on their hands, and the all-new Maverick rounds out that group. From a great starting price, to really efficient powertrains, to large and useful interior and bed space, this has to be one of the best pickups currently on sale. The durable interior matches the quality of the more expensive Bronco Sports, and all the unique storage spaces and customizable slots for 3D printed accessories felt perfect for the DIYers Ford is targeting with the Maverick. The rear legroom was nowhere near as vast as the F-150's, but was much better than the Bronco Sports and felt about the same as the Rangers. I also really love the base XL standard steel wheels. On to GMC with the Hummer pickup. This also rides on the Ultium platform, just like the Silverado EV. That battery pack allows this just over 9,000 pound truck to get around 350 miles of range. It also has four-wheel steering to help with off-road maneuverability and an impressive 15.9 inches of ground clearance thanks to an air suspension that can also lower to 10.1 inches for easier entry and exit. The truck can also reach 0 to 60 in 3 seconds flat with its 1,000 horsepower 3-motor setup. Next is the Hyundai Santa Cruz, which I think is an interesting alternative to Ford's Maverick. It is nowhere near as truck-like, sharing its unibody structure with the Tucson crossover. It is also not as spacious, with a more cramped rear seat. I do think the more powerful turbo engine and dual-clutch transmission sound appealing, and I like the underbed storage just like the Honda Ridgeline, but the higher price tag and complicated infotainment system lacking a volume knob has me leaning towards the Maverick. This is Jeep's new Wagoneer, which has the 5.7-liter Hemi V8, as well as the more expensive but same-size wheelbase Grand Wagoneer that comes with the 6.4 Hemi. Both come with decently nice interiors. This obsidian-trimmed Grand Wagoneer has the Macintosh audio system and no fewer than 7 screens, as well as the 3-panel glass roof. My problem started when I realized the Wagoneer starts at almost $60,000, and this particular Grand Wagoneer was $104,000. That is way too much money to be paying when a $50,000 Pacifica all-wheel drive minivan offers the exact same functionality for most families living in suburban areas, and the door latch sound on the Grand Wagoneer sounds and feels the same as a 10-year-old Dodge Grand Caravan's, definitely not a compliment. Lexus updated the GX for 2022, now with a touchscreen that has Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, matching the rest of the lineup. The Land Cruiser Prado-based SUV is starting to show its age, but remains a great option with great reliability, off-road capability, luxury features, and an old-school port-injected V8. The only problem I really see with the GX is cargo space, which is pretty much non-existent with the third row up. The IS sedan was updated last year, with only a few small changes for this year, including the addition of the 5-liter V8 in the IS 500. This IS 350 F Sport has the handling package, which comes with black BBS wheels and a leather and wood steering wheel, as well as the Sport S Plus drive mode. I was impressed with the amount of features the IS has, and the compact size feels more sporty than competitors like the BMW 3 Series and Mercedes C-Class, which keep growing in size. The more classic yet reliable powertrains and lower price also have me liking the IS. The LC500 was potentially my favorite car at the show. At the 2020 show, Lexus had a convertible model on display, but that car was locked. This year, the model was unlocked, and I'm so glad, because the interior is amazing. Everything feels incredibly luxurious, including the release buttons for the glove box and the center console storage. I love the cleverly hidden power top controls, and the analog clock beside the infotainment screen was very cool. While it is expensive and lacks the performance and technology found in rivals, the concept-like design and V8 sound make this one of the most unique cars on the road in a sea of crossovers with small engines. On to the LX600, which is all new for 2022 and features a turbocharged V6, making more power than the outgoing LX570's V8. It, like the GX, has little cargo space behind the third row, but is more luxurious up front, with Toyota's all-new infotainment system, heated and cooled front and middle row seats, and a Mark Levinson 25-speaker sound system that sounded amazing. I question the long-term reliability of the new engine, but everything else in the 600 is a leaps and bounds improvement over the ancient 570. The 2022 NX is also all new, sharing a platform with the 5th generation RAV4. There is a new plug-in hybrid model that is the same as the powertrain in the RAV4 Prime, and the NX also comes with the new Toyota infotainment system. I like the addition of modern amenities like the wireless phone charger, USB-C ports, and a large touchscreen, all of which were definitely not found in the outgoing NX. While the NX is very nice, I feel like the next car might be quite the competitor. The Mazda CX-5 got a small facelift for this year, with an updated grille shape and standard all-wheel drive. The CX-5 offers many of the same features like full LED lighting and is also an IHS Top Safety Pick Plus, giving the NX a run for its money. Mazda is also said to be working on future hybrid models, partnering with Toyota to borrow their expertise on models like the all-new CX-50, which is assembled in Toyota's Alabama factory. Nissan had the brand new Frontier at the show, and while I like the design and think the interior is a huge improvement over the old Frontier, Nissan is still a little behind competitors in refinement and utility features. I have similar thoughts on the new Z. While the car makes many improvements over the aging 370Z, I feel Nissan is a bit too little too late on updating their products, and has to take on tough competition like the still hot Toyota Supra and the Chevy Camaro and Ford Mustang that both feature more powerful V8s. Subaru was showing off the new BRZ, which gets many improvements over the first-gen car. The more powerful Boxer engine is a welcome change, and the interior quality feels significantly better, although it's still a bit tight on space. This and the Toyota GR86 both remain some of the most fun and affordable new sports cars. Toyota also had the new Sequoia SUV and Tundra pickup. These share the same body-on-frame platform as the Lexus LX600 and the Land Cruiser in other countries, called TNGA-F, with TNGA meaning Toyota New Global Architecture and F standing for frame. I was really impressed with how much more modern the new models are, as well as being very spacious. The Tundra now also gets the same composite bed as the Tacoma, so you don't have to worry about scratching painted metal or getting a bed liner. Last but not least was Millionaire's Row, featuring some cool Porsches like this Cayman GT4, a purple RS6 Avant wagon, and several supercars from the Triple F collection out of Columbus. And that concludes my thoughts on some of the vehicles at the 2022 Cleveland Auto Show. Again, if you have any thoughts or suggestions, please share them in the comments section. I'm Devin, and I'll see you in the next video.